You're such an asshole.
Hello everybody, Old Cappy here. And thank God you guys gave me a little bit of a respite. I did not have a billion videos to do this weekend. I was actually able to enjoy my weekend. It was nice. It was wonderful. I relaxed and watched 2 whole movies. And did a bunch of work around the house. So, alright. Hi, Captain. Please keep me anonymous. I left Hawaii to work in the natural gas and oil industry after years of financial struggle and bad decision making. I hesitate to tell anyone where I work due to the perception of the energy industry destroying the earth. I believe in sustaining the environment and do my best to recycle and pick up my trash, but not much beyond that. I left my home state of Hawaii after years of crushing financial struggle to work on the mainland. Oh, you mean Hawaii, where all the good leftists live, yet they require all their fucking goods and services be shipped and airlifted into there? Just remember, if you're ever given any shit by environmentalists in Hawaii, then they should move their asses out of Hawaii and into the mainland, or Asia, wherever, so we don't have to constantly expend carbon emissions shipping a ton of crap to those islands. Just pointing it out. After getting some minor certification and with help from someone in the industry, I was able to find work. My only educational background is a high school diploma. I have an IQ of 102. I'm 38 and have done everything from being a janitor to working in office administration. I'll never have a better paying job than the one I have now. My question is, should I feel guilty for working in the oil and gas sector for environmental reasons? I also noticed a lot of internet chatter about becoming a vegan due to compassion for animals. My second question is, should I feel guilty about eating meat? Your opinion on this would definitely be appreciated. Okay, there's what you believe in your heart. Now, I'm not going to judge you. If you know, I don't eat veal. I know this may shock you guys. I refuse to patronize zoos. I got a little bit of I try to do some modicum of. I'm no PETA member, but I do like the animals. Animals are better than humans half the time. Anyway, it's fine if you want to help out the environment. Okay, and that's your belief. But let's start right here and right now. Everyone that is giving you, I should say everyone, 99.9% of the people that are giving you guff, and nearly everyone, I'd say 100% of the people that you hear complaining about environmentalism and going vegan and we're polluting, they actually don't care about the environment and they don't care about the animals. Right? They care about themselves first and foremost. And the reason they care about themselves first and foremost, and this is very key to understanding these people that you are being judged by and you want to win favor with. Their primary goal is not to save the animals or to save the environment. Their primary goal is to have something that they can complain about, champion, and feel good about themselves. Because if you do this little test. Take a look at your average vegan, or not average vegan. Take a look at some vegan who's criticizing you for eating meat, or whoever you're talking to on the internet, or anyone you come into contact with that's like, I'm an environmentalist, you should feel ashamed working for big oil, da da da. Ask yourself, what else do they have? What else is on the resume? Okay, I know vegan, that's the number one thing, or environmentalist, I got it. What else are you doing? And without fail, you're going to find nothing. They're doing nothing else. And the reason why is they are lazy. The first thing about them is that they are lazy. And they do not want to actually work hard like you do as a janitor or whatever capacity. They don't want to go and study engineering. They'll bitch. I love it. They'll bitch and whine. Oh, they'll all bitch and whine. But how many of them become like Elon Musk and start a company like Tesla, whatever your opinions may be about him? How many of them actually do something about it instead of just bitch and whine? And you find out that they use isms, be it environmentalism, veganism, feminism, what other isms are out there? Environmental, socialism, racism, being against racism, being against sexism. They use them as religions and substitutes for actual real work. In other words, I care about the animals. Yeah, but do you have a job? I care about the animals. Yeah, but are you majoring? Are you an accountant? Is this like something that you're an accountant and I care about the animals? All right? And so when you get criticized by these people, you have to understand that they're hypocrites. And I would not care what they say about you. Every great once in a while, you'll run into somebody who actually, I don't eat veal, or I am a vegetarian, but I try and get my protein in other ways. Or I eat meat, but I like it when the animals are killed humanely. Even Kentucky Fried Chicken ran into trouble with that. I didn't eat Kentucky Fried Chicken for a while. I didn't eat it because it was incredibly unhealthy for me, and I wasn't a kid anymore. I can't handle the grease. But they were slaughtering their chickens in not so nice of a manner, and they kind of changed their ways. So every great once in a while you find a legitimate on the up and up person. But dude, it's so rare. It is so rare. The vast, and I do mean 99+% of the people you're going to run into who are vegans, vegetarians, animal rights lovers, animal lovers, and environmentalists give zero flying fucks about the cause they claim to be championing. They do it first and foremost so they feel good about themselves, and so they can avoid having real kind of point, purpose, and agency and reason and production in their lives. And you'll see it. They'll major in women's studies or history or English or some fucking easy shit so they can avoid doing a real job like you. Right? They want to sit on some nonprofit. They want to go protest. They want to get donations from the government. They want grant money. It's like, yeah, when are you going to work? Like, yeah, I understand. Go champion, whatever your belief is. If you want to save the animals, you want to eat free-range chickens, please go and do that. They're against GMO or what is it? The antibiotic treatments of that. Fine, go buy, use your dollars. But you got to do something else. You got to be a train conductor. You got to go work, and you'll find out that no, that's it. That's all they want to do. They just want to protest. So before you start feeling guilty because you're being judged or lectured or yelled at or criticized by these people, realize just what low quality, inferior scum they are, and that you should not take any judgment. It's up to you up here. Do you want to be an environmentalist? Be an environmentalist. And it seems like you do. I'd question. Now here's another thing. I don't believe in global warming. Terribly sorry. I just don't. This doesn't mean you should shit all over the environment. This doesn't mean you should burn coal plants and you shouldn't have, for example, in Nevada or Las Vegas where I'm moving, you got to do car emission tests. Well, that makes sense because it's in a valley and you don't get wind all the time and you want to have low emission. So, and you just ideally would like to not pollute, period. I understand going for electric. I was probably going to get solar panels until they tinkered with the reimbursement rate down in Las Vegas. I'm for, I wish Tesla would become profitable without my government money. I look at Tesla wall battery. So, yes, it's fine, but make sure that you're doing it for the right, and not some bogus hokum scam like global warming. All right? You don't want to pollute the environment. You don't want to pollute your water. You don't want to contaminate your water. Yeah, you want the little tortoises to live in. Yeah, you want all that. But the fuck if I'm giving a bunch of fraudulent fraudsters fucking, I'm a global science man. I make models, and they're even more unreliable than the financial models in Wall Street that didn't project jack shit. So realize there's a huge, because everyone's got their heart in it, not to mention everyone wants to virtue signal and show how great and they care about it. There's a ton of fucking scumbags out there. Like Al Gore, like Leonardo DiCaprio, ton of people at the UN, NOAA, National Oceanographic Atmospheric Association, NASA, a ton of people at academia. They're all in it to make some money. And they don't give a flying, just like your vegan friends, they don't give a flying fuck about the environment. And just look at Al Gore's house, okay? So study, make sure that what you're doing for it actually helps the environment. It isn't just lining the pockets of Al Gore and Leonardo DiCaprio so they can go fly and jet around and tell people how to conserve energy. My question, I feel guilty of working in the oil and gas sector for environmental reasons. No, because they do more to help the environment than any environmentalist ever did. They are investing, researching into algae. They're researching into making vehicles and fuel more efficient to burn cleaner. And unlike fucking dipshit Lizzie with her fucking masters and communications degrees out there protesting for the environment, these guys employ engineers. You've probably seen a couple of. You have real men and women working, real scientists, not Bill Nye the flaky guy, real scientists who actually allow people to continue to drive cars, trains, whatever else, enjoy the standards of living we do, have the electricity keep running, but for a fraction of what it used to cost us per kilowatt of energy, per measurement of carbon emissions. So if there's going to be, clean energy, it's not going to be the fucking college protesters or your buddies giving you shit on the internet about it or vegans or whatever else. It's going to be engineers. It's going to come from British Petroleum. It's going to come from ExxonMobil. It might come from Tesla if he ever figures it out. But it's going to come from the companies you're working for, not the liberal arts majoring faux scientists over at the UN who sit there and, we gotta do something, we need more government money. It's not going to come from those fucking government or NGO organizations. And then second question, should anyone feel guilty for eating meat? No, that we eat meat, we're carnivore, we're omnivores technically. That's nature. I would prefer if we're going to herd or raise livestock, it be done in a humane way. I really don't like, again, I don't like the concept of veal. I like animals, I do. I like it if they're killed mercifully, but that shouldn't prevent you from eating meat. Are lions any worse than cows? Because cows eat grass and lions eat cows. Or lions eat meat. There's more. No, it's in your nature. And you gotta eat a little bit of meat. You do. Just talk to Adam Piggott. He was a vegetarian for a while. Look him up, Pushing Rubber Downhill. And God, the dude almost, and he didn't die, but he had some kind of drastic digestive disorder that was really going to impair his life. And the doctor says, eat some fucking meat. And so he did. He's like, it's the best tasting meat he ever had, because I think he went 2 years without. Don't. And here's the thing. I'm not trying to insult you. You have an average IQ. All right? You're a normie. I think you got a little bit more of a soul to you. And I maybe I'd test your IQ again, see if you got a little bit of a higher IQ than you think. But you got your heart in the right place. But you may lack the intelligence to be independent-minded. And you're letting these fucking politically motivated fraudsters and charlatans and egotists and crusaders push you around. You're letting these social justice warriors and virtue signalers push you around and beat you over the head with their religion. Don't. All right? You do recycle, good. Go ahead and recycle. I don't. It all ends up in the same landfill anyway. Look it up. Although we do recycle aluminum, I do recycle copper because I have my own furnace out back. I don't. Paint cans, yes, I take those, and oil, I take it and get it recycled, because again, you don't want to pollute the environment. But you do what is good and moral and just in your world, and if you want to eat meat, go ahead and eat meat, preferably not organic necessarily, unless you're worried about genetically modified or antibiotics, but free range, humanely raised and slaughtered animals. Okay, cool. You can go ahead and do that. And even there they say, we're organic, we're certified. There was a book out by Cynical Libertarian talked about it. And this guy was an environmentalist. He was one of the honest ones. He actually looked into like Starbucks and Apple and all these companies that claim they care so much about the environment and the people and the human rights and the animals. You find out they're just lying to you people so you spend more money with them. Apple loves the human rights so much. That's why we have slave labor in China. But there's a lot of scumbags out there that'll say, this is grass-fed beef. This is free-range chickens. Is it really? I want to go see those chickens. I want to see it all the way to when you make fillets out of them. That's what I want to see. So you're fine. Go eat your meat. Keep working. God almighty, you're to the point you think you'd give up your job and go back to fucking Hawaii, where you'd be a worse environmentalist because now we got to ship all that crap to you in Hawaii. You're consuming so much less energy being on the mainland. And that's another thing. I mean, I don't believe it. Fuck you, people. Don't believe in global warming. I'm smarter than you. I got actual independent thought, not like you. Well, yeah, okay, let me drill that. Okay, put it in. Tell me what to think now. Okay, Captain Planet, those on there, global warming. All right. Oh, what else? I are very independent-minded. Sorry, not me. But I actually do consume way less energy than they have, because I drive small, fuel-efficient cars. And then I also have my wood-burning stove, so I use very little, if any, natural gas. And my electricity I always turn off light. Yeah, and it's not because I really necessarily care about the environment. It's because I don't want a fucking heat bill or an electric bill that's too high. Meanwhile, Titsy Magoo over down in the Waizaze or Edina, oh my god, I just care about the environment so much. And she's driving daddy's SUV fucking Volvo, getting 15 miles a gallon. Dude, they're all fake, man. They are all fake. There are very few genuine environmentalists out there. And the true environmentalists just do it. Just do it. We just do it. We don't brag about it. We don't put fucking bumper stickers on our fucking Subaru Outbacks that haven't been tuned up and are spewing way more carbon monoxide out into the atmosphere because we don't have our O2 sensor changed. That's another one. I changed my O2 sensor. Why? Because you get better fuel efficiency and it's worth it. It makes money for me in the end. But it also happens to pollute a little bit less. But these people, they don't. Just trust me, dude. Don't listen to these frauds and hipsters, okay? Just do your thing. You're fine. Drive a fuel-efficient car. Bike to work if you want. But you should have no guilt working the job you do in the field you're in. And you should eat meat. So, all right, that's it. You guys got questions? The old captain's got to answer as long as you got money. At Asshole Consulting, where America's rolled, brother, we'll give you the swift kick in the ass you so desperately deserve. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.